What's up, everybody? I'm
Saul.
what?
I'm sorry. Go.
No, you're fine. What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse, as all of you may know me. It is episode 39 of the Hylian Gamescast. This is our Zelda Mailbag for June 27th. For me now, it's officially past midnight.
Whoa.
Time travelers
Suckers.
here. So we just talked about the Breath of the Wild timeline. We talked about how Zelda Encyclopedia has changed the official timeline. Two separate videos you can go see. We had an interview with the voice of Zelda herself, Patricia Somerset, which was amazing. We talked to her for about an hour. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff you can see. There's a top 10 best and worst of Skyward Sword coming out. I keep popping my fingers. There is top 5 biggest mysteries of Majora's Mask I'm working on. There is another video that I can't quite think of. Top 10 best things that Ganondorf has ever done, which is
not such a bad guy.
a fun video who Axel helped write. But it's a fun video. A lot of people requested it because we did the top 10 worst things Link has ever done, the top 10 worst things Zelda has ever done. We also have the top 10 worst things Mario has ever done. But the Mario video, no one cares about.
No.
It's died at like 1,000 views, but the other videos have like 100,000 or whatever. So anyways, you can go watch those videos if you would like. But this is the Zelda Mailbag, where we answer Zelda questions submitted by you. So if you would like to submit a question for our next Zelda Mailbag, leave them in the comments below. You can join our Discord to leave questions on there. You can follow us on Twitter, where you can ask us there. But to guarantee your question to be featured on the show, head to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, like a lot of other people did, except for this week. None of the Patreons asked questions that I'm aware of.
I think our patrons are getting lazy.
Oh my gosh,
Gotta take advantage.
The live chat is filled with questions.
I know. I just pasted a bunch into our Discord chat so that way we can find them.
Also, I can't edit the Google Doc apparently, so I'm just putting it in the Discord chat too. Yay! I'm gonna just fix my light here though.
Alright, so the first question, the first person to ask a question that I can see is, well, I guess this is the second person. Nintendo World asks, GameOverJesse, what do you think a Zelda with a brother and sister, Linkle, like Melee and Linkle, is ranged? Okay, Link is Melee and Linkle is ranged. You can switch between them as you wish. So there was a Zelda game where Link already had a sister. Her name was Aryll. It was the Wind Waker. I've said many times my perfect idea for a Zelda game to have multiplayer, like you're talking about, because Al Numa has stated many times that he wants to make a full 3D Zelda game that was multiplayer. Originally, Zelda Wii U was supposed to have some sort of multiplayer with it, but that ended up coming into Breath of the Wild that we know. But essentially, think back to Wind Waker, Aryll comes and wakes Link up. So reset all of that, or have another game that starts out a similar way to where Link has a sister. But the game starts out, instead of Aryll waking Link up, Link and Aryll are both asleep in their bedroom. And your grandmother comes in to wake you guys up. And just like Pokemon, it asks you, are you a boy, are you a girl, when you first start. So this game would begin with Link's grandmother saying, wake up, and then whatever you put as your name. So if you put Link, Linkle, Jesse, Kayla, Ilya, Daniel, whatever you put as your name, it would say, wake up, Link. And then you could choose if Link is the boy on the left side of the wall, or if Link is the girl on the bed on the right side of the wall. And then once you wake up, that's who begins the adventure. But for multiplayer, like the second player can play as the second person. or you can alternate between the two. So it literally just gives you the choice. Do you want to play as a boy? Do you want to play as a girl? It doesn't matter. The story's going to stay similar. The only thing that's going to change is people are going to say he instead of she. And then the canon ending could be that just they both work together to overcome whatever the evil is. That way, whether you play as the boy or the girl, doesn't matter, because in the end, in the canon, just as we talked about with Majora's Mask, everything happens. So the boy saves the world, the girl saves the world, they work together to save the world, which doesn't ruin the canon. Aonuma himself and Miyamoto himself have said that they've wanted to make a Zelda game with a female hero. Initially, A Link to the Past, where Zelda 3 was supposed to have a female hero. That was supposed to be multiplayer, where you played as 3 separate characters. Like, one was an elf boy, one was a magic user, I think, and then one was a fairy. Yeah. The fairy was a female. So, from the very beginning, Zelda 3, A Link to the Past, was originally intended for you to be able to play as a female. So, for people saying Nintendo would never do it, or it would ruin the Zelda series, like, that was the original intentions from the 3rd game in the series. So, and then with, like, Pokemon, Mario, a bunch of other games, Nintendo's been more lenient on allowing you to play as a girl. Like in Super Mario 3D World, you could play as Peach, and that's a traditional-ish Mario game. So, yeah, like that's just my thought on that. But what about you guys? After my long explanation, would you want to be able to play as like a different Link, Linkle, or whoever? Kayla?
You raised your hand.
I don't know if you were raising or pointing to Ilya. So.
Well, Ilya is technically down there.
Okay.
So, on the topic of like if Link had siblings and stuff, and Twilight Princess being one of my favorite Zelda games, where's Link's wolf pack?
His wolf pack?
Yeah, wolves don't.
Yeah.
Wolves are not solo.
That's why they have the term lone wolf.
But Link doesn't strike me as a lone wolf type of person.
That's
Depends
why.
Which game? Which Link? I think Ocarina of Time Link does.
Like Force
I don't
Swords.
think Wind Waker.
Triforce Heroes.
Force Swords definitely. Those ones definitely.
Twilight Princess. He has the group of people that like occasionally come in and help. One of them has a rocket launcher. I think that would have been a lot more useful early on in the game.
That's all I had. I just cared about Link's wolf pack.
Link's wolf pack. So it would be a female wolf. A female Linkle wolf.
Yeah, a Linkle.
He's drinking out of the dirty Fortnite cup.
No, I washed it. My wife brought me.
You can never wash out.
Aww.
You can never wash out the grossness that was in the Fortnite cups.
The horrible things that happened. And no, it was the Fallout cups. That's where the true.
Oh yeah, true.
But
does it still change color, or was the?
It does when it's cold.
Okay.
This water is.
So he's drinking warm water.
Room temperature.
Gross.
No, that's how I like it. I like it just room temperature.
Your face.
Like, just, like not hot, not warm, but just like, you know, like
Goldilocks.
Okay. It's better for your body if you drink at room temperature.
That's true.
Anyways, one of you two
Wolfpack.
siblings.
Ilya.
Ilya.
Okay, can someone rearrange the question to clarify for me? I think I'm confused as to what they're asking.
You like Link sibling sister, and one has sword, one has bow. You like, yes?
Yeah, so it essentially says Link and Linkle. Link plays with melee, Linkle is ranged.
It perfectly.
I wouldn't want it to be like a canon timeline game, as weird as that sounds, because like quite
so like
honestly,
a sequel to Link's crossbow training is what you want.
I don't know if I would want it. Like that's the thing. I don't.
Link's Pocket Camp.
Oh yeah.
Hyrule Pocket Camp.
They've seen Zelda games.
Play it, but the thing is, like, the reason I haven't played Hyrule Warriors is because I'm not spending my money on it. I think because I'm such a snob about I want story and everything, even though I know that's a priority for me. When I first heard about Linkle, I was like, this a disgrace, whatever this is. And it bothered me. I think I'm too traditionalist and nostalgic, and I'm weird about it. So I personally wouldn't buy it myself. I'd play it if someone else offered it to me.
Fair.
But that's
I think
just
if
me.
you're gonna go out and buy it now, definitely get the definitive edition.
Yeah.
Just
You almost made her
because-
spit the water out.
Oh, sorry.
So you said definitive edition.
Definitive edition.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because the DLC, that'll mess you up, man.
Yeah. So Daniela, what is your thoughts on this? And then you can pick your question.
Great, guys! I'm so excited. Okay, I always like options, character customization, things like that, because it makes replayability and like subsequent playthroughs a lot more interesting, because you can, play through the game, say as Link with your sword, and play through it again using the other character who has a bow or something. Like, that would be really cool. I am also never against them trying new things with Zelda. Many of the best Zelda games have had them trying new things, which is always good. Including Breath of the Wild was all about them trying new things. They made a whole game about it, about them doing something different. So if they wanted to change it up, like when there were rumors pre Breath of the Wild actually about being able to choose a male or
Remember
female
that.
Link. There were those rumors, and so many people were so butthurt about it and so like against it, and just like, no, Link's a man, even though I feel like that's so irrelevant, because Link is literally a different character in most games.
Al Numa had the interview where he said that they, like in Twilight Princess, they purposefully made him look like a strong male character, but in Breath of the Wild, they wanted him to look like it could be a girl or it could be a boy. Like, they wanted like female players to be able to connect with him, so they made him a male, but a very feminine looking male, was Al Numa's word. Like, they went out of their way to purposefully make him look more feminine.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's also, Al Numa's a bit of a troll too, so that doesn't help. But just like in interviews and stuff, I think that I'm always down for it, to try new things in Zelda and to see what they want to do next. And if they can take away Link's green tunic and you can play the game and it doesn't matter that that's gone, then like that's a big thing that people are like, this just won't be Zelda without it. And you know what? It was Zelda. And it was great. So yeah, I don't feel particularly strongly either way. I won't be upset if they do it. I won't be upset if they don't. So that's all I gotta say. Okay, so next question. Let's see. Oh, my phone is heckin' vibrate. Trying to go through these questions and grab one that maybe we haven't really answered before. There's a lot of questions where we get it, and it's like, we've talked about that kinda. So message retracted. Oh, that's not the
That's
one.
a nice question, eh?
Okay. I actually like this question because this sort of idea originates from a McIntyre video from OG McIntyre pre-leaving his channel. Michael Swansondo asked
That
us.
was the one I was looking at.
Oh, it's a good question. Do you think there is any connection to Midna calling Wolf Link a divine beast in Twilight Princess, and the ancient Hyrule calling their machines divine beasts in Breath of the Wild? So, no, I do not. But I like the idea that it could be connected. The idea that the Tweely or Twilight race, however you want to pronounce it, I always say Tweely, had these legends of divine beasts, and that being something that the Sheikah had created, their technology. Although the Sheikah, I think, like, those were created after Twilight Princess personally, but like the connection in that fine detail fascinates me. I like the idea of it. I just don't know what that connection could logistically actually be, but freaking my phone needs to shut up.
So in Twilight Princess, they also have guardians that have like the same type of neon lights going through them. The puzzle where you have to complete the puzzle to get the Master Sword, those two statues are guardians. And I think
and
the scary people that chase you
energy.
down, the scary people that chase you down in Skyward Sword are also guardians, I believe.
Yes, that's true.
So it could just be a case of Nintendo liking to reuse the same term over and over.
Very much could be.
Oh, sure.
The translators just that being kind of part of their vocabulary. Sometimes when people work on the same project, you can kind of see their writing style or something kind of carry through. So it could very well be that. Yeah, Ilya seemed very excited about this, so I want to hear what you have to say regarding this.
I was more or less, I think, gonna say something very similar. It's like, do I think the developers had any connection? No. It wasn't. But if you want to get like your imagination going, it's like, oh, well, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called. The horse thing that you get after doing the DLC in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, the horse armor?
The motorcycle.
Like armor? Oh, the motorcycle. Vroom vroom. The Master Cycle 0.
Master Cycle. Thank you.
Obviously means Mario Kart is canon to Zelda.
Well, I was thinking, I could have sworn I heard somewhere that there was the possibility that Master Cycle 0 was originally planned to be possibly a wolf. Which I was like, oh, so that was like his own divine beast, and maybe it was named after, like, obviously it's not. But I was like, oh, if you get your imagination going, it's I thought that was a good question, because I was like, I'd like to think about that. There's a lot of interesting, totally not realistic theories behind it, but I like it.
That's the thing, it totally gets kind of like percolating and up in the brain, but I don't know if there's any real way to connect it. Kayla, who you talking to? You got
my
hot
dad.
goss.
It's my dad.
Fill me in on the sweet gossip.
He was watching the podcast and he just called to tell her.
My dad didn't want to text and drive, so he called me to respond to my text.
My mom does that all the time. It's really annoying.
But they're being
I love you,
safe.
mama. So.
Yeah. Alright, so
Wish my mom would take that initiative.
Kayla, Ilya, which of you would like to pick the next question?
Me.
Well, I have to find a new question.
Did
So,
Kayla
thanks,
answer this
Daniel.
question?
Oh.
Cat!
My answer to that question is I don't think Nintendo intentionally did that, but I think that they have a common theme of wanting to reuse terminology from game to game, just so it seems like there's more of a link between them all.
A link between games?
A link between games. Okay, so this one comes from Nintendo Talk because they were watching earlier. They want to know how many playthroughs we've done of Breath of the Wild, and I'd love to have Rick on for this question because I don't even know what's happening with his playthroughs.
Okay, with Rick's save file, we were hanging out at our suite in LA. So many stories that came out of this trip. Okay, we're hanging out, and Rick just plops his dock in and starts playing Breath of the Wild, and we're all just hanging out and talking. And I'm looking at his play. Yeah, he just plops the Switch in the dock. You know what I'm words. Anyways, he puts the Switch and he's playing on the TV. And there's a few details I noticed. First of all, he's wearing the Tingle outfit. So first, already I have a lot of questions. For some reason, he has no shields, no arrows, and just like a general lack of equipment. He's running around in just the Tingle outfit with just the Master Sword. And I'm just like, what is happening right now?
And I don't even think it was like a brand new like playthrough.
Oh no!
It for a couple of hours.
He had either
In the
he had
chat.
2 hearts and his stamina was maxed out, so he had done all the shrines. And I was just like, Rick, if you're still watching this, man, I have still so many questions. So many questions.
Oh, Rick noticed that we called him out.
Oh, sorry, Rick. That's RMFH, guys. He probably logistically, I'm guessing he did it to record footage for something. But what that something is, I'll never know until he puts it on YouTube. So yeah, how many playthroughs? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Say
Okay.
0.9. or 0.8?
Jesse, finish the game. You need to go.
I
finish the
have
game.
yet to defeat Ganon on my own.
Wait, Jesse, what's
You
happening to
gotta-
your microphone?
Jesse.
Can you not hear?
Jesse, come
kept
home.
Hello?
cutting
Yeah,
out.
we can.
Come home, Jesse.
It's working now.
Oh, I
Come
would
back
love to
to
see
us.
Armitage wearing a Tingle outfit in real
Yeah.
life. That would be
Oh.
hilarious.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, he wasn't sitting in our suite wearing it and playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
He was playing Breath of the Wild, and he had Link wearing the Tingle
I
out.
did not need that image in my head.
Yeah. Okay. So with me, I have like done all of the stuff that you need to do in Breath of the Wild. I've just not beat Ganon, or I've done almost everything you can do in the game, but I've not beat Ganon.
Okay.
My little
Why?
brother, he would play on my save file before he played on his own, and
Mhm.
like I had all the 4 of the divine beasts already done, so like I could just go to Ganon whenever I wanted. And when my little brother was playing, he went and he beat Ganon, and I just watched him. And then after watching him, I just had no passion to go kill Ganon myself.
Oh.
So I've just been roaming
This is
around
kind of
Hyrule.
sad. Come on, Jesse. My 5-year-old beat Ganon.
Yeah.
True story. So I was very proud of him.
I was so like impressed when Daniel told me that. He was like, "Yeah, my son's 5 and he beat Breath of the Wild." I was like,
I
"What?"
was like, yes, this kid is nuts. He also beat Odyssey, so he's like my prodigy child, but like for gaming, you know, like
Wow.
Beethoven was a prodigy child for for music. He's, anyways, I have only played through Breath of the Wild twice. Once on normal mode, once on master mode. And between the two, according to my Switch, that is 495 hours of playtime. And I don't regret a single minute of it. So I'm thinking about playing through it again though. Just because every it starts like creeping up in the back of my head, and it's like this little voice that's like, play Zelda. Some Zelda. And I'm like, oh, but I gotta finish this other game I'm playing, and as that voice keeps coming back, play Zelda, you know. So
It doesn't specifically tell you which
Oh.
Zelda. It just says play Zelda.
no, so I'll get like a little like like a hankering one. So like when I went to play Wind Waker, it's because I like had a song. I had like the Dragon Roost Island song stuck in my head, and I had got a little nostalgic.
Yes.
And I just got that hankering to play Wind Waker. That's actually usually how it happens. Is I'll be working on a video or something,
Ow.
and I'll be going through Zelda music, and then I'll be like, I want to go play it, and then I'll go and play through the game.
Oh, that's me with
Mhm.
Mario Sunshine. Every time I'm playing Mario Kart and I see the bloopy dudes, I don't remember what they're called. The bloopy dudes.
Pinatas. No, they're not pinatas.
No, they're not pinatas.
No, what are they called? It has a P in
But
it.
yeah, I don't know. But anyways, anytime I see the bloopy dudes, that's why I call them bloopy dudes. 'Cause I always forget their
Bloopy
names.
dudes.
But yeah,
That's
whenever
what
I
it
see
sounds
them
like
in
they're
Mario,
saying. Bleep, 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 bleep.
yeah, right. But yeah, whenever I
All
see
know
them
is
in
the
Mario
Yoshi
Kart, I
drums
feel like
are
I
the
need to play it.
best. That video you sent me with the Yoshi drum. Anyways, Yoshi drums are the best. Ilya, how many
Um,
times have you played Breath of the
Well, first of all, now I have the Delfino Island theme stuck in my head. Fine. Honestly, the moment I put in Mario Odyssey a few days ago, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, because that's the last like main Mario game I've played. With Sunshine. I'm sorry. I have played through Breath of the Wild 0.8 times.
Finish the game, Ilya.
Because
Point
okay,
eight.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't get it till December, like when I came home, like halfway
Mhm.
through December, because we didn't have a Wii U until then. Because
Oh,
my family
wow.
doesn't have money, obviously, and I'm at college. So I played for a little bit, got through 3 of the Divine Beasts. Then I came home for spring break, and I finished the last Divine Beast, Valnuboris, because I was terrified of doing that one. Also,
Mm.
I almost said something that would have revealed something
Sorry.
about me that I can't
Michael.
reveal on internet. So
Michael Luca.
Michael Luca in the chat says, Piantas.
Sorry, the cat is biting me, and oh my god, that hurt. Why did you do that? Okay, continue.
Piantas. That's what they're called. Thank you, Michael.
yes, thank you.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
why I
right
said
now I'm
pinatas.
trying to make sure I've done all the main quests except destroy Ganon. Like
Okay.
not beat Ganon, destroy
You and
Ganon.
Jesse.
But I
you need to
haven't done all
both
the
beat this game.
shrines. I want to finish the shrines. I think I have like 15 left. And I want to do most of the side quests, and I don't care about the Korok. I'm doing them, but like I'm not.
I would say just
know.
max out your inventory upgrades.
Yeah,
but
but at this point, I think broken like 120 Korok. That's it, and I'm getting really frustrated. But yeah, so I want to finish the side quest, but I don't think I've even unlocked all the side quests, and I could have sworn I had. So I'm really annoyed. But yeah, so I'm not doing Ganon until I do that, and even then, that's without the DLC.
It's harder though because it's not until after you beat Ganon that you'll unlock that little percentage meter. It'll show you how much you've done, and also it unlocks on like the side quest screen. It'll show you. It'll be like a counter, like 72 out of 80. Like it'll show you how many you've done. So I thought I had finished all the side quests until I beat Ganon, and then I saw this huge number of side quests I had missed. So I went back and fully discovered Laurelin Village for the first time. So, just
wow.
on my first playthrough, I totally went a lot of time without even realizing this whole village. And someone mentioned Laurelin Village, and I was like, "What in the heck?" And
That's like my favorite
and then
village,
I
'cause
found
feel
it.
so
I was
peaceful
because I was
there.
looking for Ryan's.
That is so sad. But
Yeah,
once
so
I do finish this run of Breath of the Wild, I will save up money to get it on the Switch. Hopefully, this sounds terrible, but a used one that I can get for cheaper, and then get the DLC and do it on Master Mode. Is my plan.
Nice.
So I
Yeah, I don't
haven't
think you
finished it.
actually-
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't think you finished answering, Caitlin. I was rude. I'm sorry.
What was I answering?
Did you answer? You didn't answer. You've
I
been talking
didn't
about the
answer.
music,
I was
but-
busy being bitten by my cat.
Meow.
I have beaten it a total of once.
You're better
And
than these two.
That's
so-
like I haven't
Yeah,
done
by,
any
like,
DLC.
0.2%.
I just did shrines and Koroks. I've been trying really hard to play it again, and like I always kind of like pick it up and like I'll do like a shrine or something and then I put it back down. But long story short, like I beat that game with someone when it first came out, and playing it now just doesn't really like feel the same, so I'm having a hard time getting back into it. So eventually.
Soon. I'm gonna play it again. That's what I've just decided just now.
Good.
No, I should finish. I'm playing through Tropical Freeze, and I'm also trying to finish the campaign for Splatoon.
But
so I
you've
can do
beaten
the
Tropical
Octo
Freeze like 4
expansion.
times, so you can give up on that.
Well, I've beaten it twice. I'm on my
Oh.
3rd playthrough. So, no, it's good. I love Tropical Freeze so much. Oh, so many good games. What's our next question, everybody? Who's picking a question?
I think it's me.
Ilya.
Ilya.
Yeah.
I can choose.
Okay.
Come on.